Okay, should be live.
Hey everybody! I'm told we're live.
Get right
Hopefully
on
we
in,
are.
sir.
Hopefully we are in fact live.
Hey folks,
Looks like we are.
we're getting there.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Hope you guys can hear us okay. I know we had some trouble with that last
Yes,
time
let us
around,
know.
but I think we know what that problem was. So let us know if you can't hear. Or better yet, let us know that you can hear.
Yeah.
So that way we know we're not just talking to ourselves and this cat right here.
Yeah, she's wanting to join in.
Ever since Megan has been at home, this cat is completely...
Oh, that is awesome, P. Wells.
Oh, yeah, that's great news. Yes. Happy to hear that. That's so awesome. This is the third person I've known that has come back with a
A negative test.
Yes. It's great. Oh, that's really great. What a relief for everybody. This cat.
She's a mess.
She's just spoiled. Yep. She's been spoiled. Megan has spoiled her horribly since she's been home, and now she thinks she should be up here in the middle of everything.
There you go. Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
She made it.
It's a little less,
Touchdown!
a little bit less than graceful exit.
Oh, kitty.
Good kid.
Oh, kitty.
Uh-huh.
Here, kitty.
Well, we know everyone's real busy. It's hard in these days of increased daylight to settle yourself down on a Friday.
Or any
Yes,
day.
one of his favorite bands growing up.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, he hit me up on Facebook, and I don't know if you've seen those where they're trying to do like an album a day for 30 days that kind of like influenced your younger life. I haven't done any of them, but I've been agreeing with everyone he's done. So
he's just living your parallel life. So just let him take.
Yeah, I'm just letting him
Just
go.
let
and,
him have the burden.
Yeah, we're good friends in high school, best friends in high school. He's a year ahead of me, but we hung out. Back in the day when you went to the record store, he could spend all day in a record store just going through records and albums, way more than I could. But he was a huge music geek. Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, ended up being in radio and sports radio, but he was in radio, did some DJing and that kind of stuff. So yeah, so one of my favorite first concerts ever was Kiss. Mom took me and sister and my grandmother, Granny, my dad's dad. Yeah.
Can't see Granny.
I know, right? Yeah.
Hey Susan, hey Sarah. Welcome. Hey Sarah, long time no see.
Hey girl. Hey Susan, welcome.
Sarah was over here a little bit earlier today because we were putting together an end of the year video for her pre-K class.
So how many years has that been you guys did that?
We haven't done it ever since she started teaching, but it's been a long time, Sarah. What do you think? 10, 15 years at least? Yeah, I don't remember. It's been long, but it used to start out that we made a DVD.
Yep.
And now we've transitioned into the iMovie program that I used to make our
That makes it so much easier for
So
you.
much easier. So we burn everybody a DVD in the class after we made the little DVD slideshow. Then we burn like 20 DVDs for forever.
And half of them were. I can just remember the madness.
Yes, and I only use that program once a year. So every year I had to go and open that program back up. I'm be like, ugh, I don't know how this works. But now iMovie I use almost every day. So it's so much easier to put those. And even knowing what I know about iMovie, we still had to Google how to do something today.
Really?
Yes.
What'd you have to Google?
Well, her video is a series of pictures.
Yeah.
And we put a big block of pictures in, like 18 from this theme, 18 from this theme, and then I wanted to make sure that they were all exactly the same length, and I wanted to be able to select the whole series of them and make them the same duration. I could not figure out how to do it.
But you found out?
Figured it out. Googled it, right, Sarah?
Google told you.
Google told us how to do it.
Good
So then
deal.
everything was the same. It was great. So that's a fun project we do every year, and it's been really, really hard for my sis there because she didn't get to properly say
Goodbye
and hug all those little faces. Those pre-K kids, their teacher becomes like their mom, another family member. So
that's tough.
It's been hard. So
yeah, because she hasn't. They kind of cut out
spring break.
right before spring break, and then been back and won't be back.
And they won't be back. Yep. I think their instruction ends this week or next week, Sarah. I think it's this week.
Yeah, I don't really was saying last night, but can't remember.
Yeah, so it's tough. I know those teachers, you know, even some of Megan's college professors have clearly struggled a little bit with not being able to see their students.
For sure.
You know, these people are dedicated, and
these
kids mean something to them, a lot to them. You know, so it's hard.
And there's probably some that probably haven't minded it at all.
I mean, that's probably true, but yeah.
But I think probably parents are going to probably be glad to be done with trying to do homeschooling and try to figure all that stuff out. Because I know it's been hard, especially for those that may have 3 or 4 kids and you know they don't homeschool for a reason, just because of the timing or they have other jobs or those kind of things. And some of us, you know, our jobs haven't been affected at all, or maybe even increased. So it's just been triple or double work for everybody. So
well, I know that we both are still working the same amount of hours we were working before. The only difference for me is I'm working from home now, so I don't have a commute. But the work on the homestead it feels like it's quadruple.
It really has, yeah.
I mean, it's like every day we're like, we can't possibly even get close to what we need to get done.
No, and it's been a lot of like 12, 14, 16-hour days.
Yeah,
start
we'll
to
get
finish.
done at the end of the day and we look at it and we're like, we've worked a solid 12, 14 hours.
Yeah.
So it's, hard. It's really hard. And that's kind of led us to kind of a tough decision, which is I think we're going to have to put our live streams on hold for the next couple of months.
I think so.
We just can't give up any daylight hours.
Yeah, and that's really where it comes down to. I mean, like this week, just to give you guys examples. So Monday night, we built one last bed. We had one more raised bed that we had to build, so we built that Monday night. And then Tuesday night, I mowed.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately,
you mowed on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday, I don't know what we did on Tuesday. We did something.
Yeah, we did something.
Wednesday, he had to mow.
Yeah, I mowed on
property,
Wednesday,
which was a lot. And then yesterday, we went out and helped my sister cut a tree down.
Yep.
Because she has a big
and got home about dark.
limb day, picking up limbs and branches and stuff on Saturday. But and then today, of course, we're here doing this, which is great. But we also need to go out and plant and get our.
Yeah,
we got a long checklist. Hey, RG Homestead.
Hey, buddy.
Greetings.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, so you know.
Tomatoes and sweet potatoes.
Right?
Oh, that sounds awesome. Way to go.
So, you know, like Marcy was saying, I think we're going to probably put the live streams on hold going forward for now.
At least for the next few months.
Yeah, at least for the next few months, and we'll see how the end of summer. And we may try to pick a different day, different time. I know there's some other bigger channels that happen on Friday night too that kind of pull people away, and you know, we'll just kind of have to see. We'll throw out some stuff in the community page to get some ideas of what's the best times and days.
And in exchange, we'll put up an extra video a week. We're going to try to kind of scale up a little bit on the videos and make sure that we're getting 2 or 3 of them out every day.
Yeah, maybe like a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday video schedule.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll try to offset it with that. We've got so many things happening, right? There's plenty of content to be created out here, but it's timing. It's timing.
Yeah, it's just timing.
We have not planted any more seeds.
We haven't really, and unfortunately,
that's one of the problems.
That's one of the problems, and really, I did a terrible job with the seedlings this year. I didn't pay attention to them enough, didn't baby them enough, so some of them haven't really survived very well. Or when we took them outside, they got a little burn, or they got dry, or they got too wet. And I mean, there's going to be a video coming out about it. But so, you know, nothing to cry about, just something that we're going to have to kind of punt and regroup and compensate, maybe get some stuff at Lowe's or Home Depot or some other nurseries.
We've got some good local nurseries here that we'll go hit up. We don't even, I mean, we've got the people we did the collaborative video with.
Yeah, they got some stuff.
They've got some good stuff,
So, you know, we're just going to have to probably change it, you know, and we still may start some more seedlings, the ones mostly it's like our cherry tomatoes really took the beating. Some of our lettuce, but we could, I know we're even late just getting that planted, but we had to wait for one of the beds to get built before we could plant that. So it's just one of those busy times of year, and you know, just crazy.
Yeah, we're preaching to the choir. Probably you all feel the same way too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like every ounce of daylight, we're like, we gotta take advantage of it. And you know, and with the baby goats too, it doesn't seem like that should be that big of a deal because their moms feed them, whatever. But it is. I mean, we double the number of goats, and it's a huge deal actually.
Yeah, it probably adds about double the amount of time to feed and water every day.
And just maintain them and whatnot. Yeah. and keep everybody safe and contained and supervised, and because all of them but one are spoken for. Some people have purchased them, so now we feel like we got to be really good about protecting this investment people have made. So that just adds a level of
crazy
whole thing.
for sure. So RG, so I have to upgrade all my storage on my laptop so I can post videos. I'll take care of that. Oh, that's good. So you have any ideas of what kind of computer you're going to get, or are you just going to do like an external?
Or just add it to your actual innards of your computer. I was just thinking about that because I feel like my iMac's getting pretty full with videos that a lot of them I'm storing off of it, but I know I can buy an external hard drive for that. My stepson is in IT stuff, so he's found put me on the terabyte hard drive, external hard drive, and I think I just need to hook that up and then just save all of the videos all over onto that hard drive and just not store them on my.
Yeah, in case your computer crashes, anything would want.
Have a backup.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally understand that. I think my iMovie's starting to run slower and slower. I think I've just got so much on it right now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch. So yeah, I feel your pain. Yeah, external. I think that's what we're gonna do too.
Yeah, and that's what
that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah,
it really
that
does.
makes sense.
Because unfortunately, these videos, especially when you get higher quality videos, they just take up more space. And if you're doing longer videos, they take up longer space. And even for like a 10-minute video, you may have 30 minutes of footage that you're cutting down and sorting through. So
So yeah, I totally understand that.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing this week or weekend, and what do you guys have plans to do?
Are you all out? Are you all in zones where your final freeze has come by? I can't remember for sure where everybody's at. We should technically be done with any freezes.
Yeah, we're actually 2 weeks past it at this point.
Yeah, but we did have some late freezes.
Yeah, we
did. We went all the way up to that last freeze deadline and had them. So I'm glad. I mean, the lettuce and stuff that probably would have been fine out there, but the rest of the stuff, I'm glad it wasn't in the ground. So now we'll get things planted, and then I'll go forward being a paranoid wreck every time we're gonna have storms. This guy loves that. It's a lot of fun.
Yay!
So I get to worry about the plants and the animals. You guys are pastures, okay? Yep.
Yeah, that's. I mean, like last year we could have probably planted 2 weeks early and not had an issue. This year, if we would have planted a day early, we would have had
issues. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary, how's it going?
Up from the senior section. That's funny.
Hopefully you and your family are doing good down there in southeast Oklahoma.
Yep.
I think where they were.
No, you can see the wheels turning there.
Grinding.
Everybody planting things this year. I know that she is. She's got tomatoes and sweet potatoes planted. The only thing we've got in the ground so far are the onions and the garlic, and we've got onion chives, garlic chives, and sugar snap peas or sugar syrup peas or whatever they are.
Yeah, and that's one. Like we tore out that whole front area of our garden.
Where
with the herbs, and there was one bed that had a lot of peas from last year where we planted. We thought they would die over in the winter. They didn't.
Well, they got flash froze.
Yeah.
So we thought they're dead.
But they came back, so we're letting them go to see how far they go. So.
Getting ready for a road trip and get to some more time. I'm supposed to pulling weeds and get rid of them thanks to the snow and the rain. Yeah. We just had a mild winter.
Super mild. I mean, we had some cold temperatures, like briefly.
Yeah.
Like just snaps.
And not very many.
No.
So it's super buggy. It's super weedy. It's just kind
of very
ticky.
ticky.
Yeah, so many bugs.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gross. Hey, good evening, Hodgepodge Garden.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome. Good to see you. Beans are ready to plant. We got to get T-post and fence. Hey, we've got that situation for our cucumbers.
Yeah, that's one thing in our garden we got to get fixed up back. So we had to take it out.
I feel like maybe it's the only thing we have left. I know I say that optimistically, but we've got our 6 great big gigantic raised beds are ready to go. We've got our 5 self-wicking metal tubs ready to go. Our herb beds are ready to go. So really the only thing I think we have left is getting ready for the cucumbers.
I think so.
Famous last words.
Famous last words.
Oh my gosh, let's see, the 10th is our last grade. Okay, it's nice. Oh, the 10th of May is your last freeze date. Okay, so you got a little bit of time to go up still. Yep, well ours is passed, we just now got to find time. Everything's ready.
Yeah.
Beds are built, dirt's in.
Dirt's in, yep, we just got to put it together.
Or dirt's at least on the property.
Yeah.
Chocolate mint. You can't find any? I'm surprised. That's odd.
Well, just come on over. We'll give you some.
Yeah, just drive on over. We've got plenty. I grew some in the back too. I've got some in the house.
Oh, you did.
And our chocolate mint and the spearmint both
made it through
the winter and are going gangbusters.
Sage did too.
Oh, the sage is crushing it.
Yeah.
And actually the lemon balm and the oregano both came back.
Yep.
Everything's growing again.
It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
And the sage is the real funny thing because we pulled that whole thing up thinking, okay, this is gone. So we just pulled the whole root ball out. We were digging in the dirt and putting it into something else, and we just threw the root ball back down on top of the plant.
Took back off.
Took back up, and now it's growing huge. But you can't. You can drive here from Tennessee, right? Just kidding.
Just straight down 40.
Just kidding. Yeah, our spearmint grew like a bush when it came back.
Yeah,
It didn't
tall.
look like it had been. Now it looked kind of spread out and viney. Now it just looks like a bush. It's very odd.
Yeah, but it seems to be fine.
So we're gonna take out the little container that it's in and plant it into the big plant bed and see what happens. So we did with the onion and garlic chives. I chopped those suckers way back, and then we just dug out the whole big plant, and then big hole in the bed, and just plopped it down in there, and they're growing again.
Yeah, like the chive for both of the chives, they're about this big around. Different different plants about that big. But the root ball was probably about that big and about that deep.
Yeah.
So we just dug a huge hole, just set it in there, and now they're sprouting back up.
It's already growing up.
Yeah, so
We cut a whole bunch of it off, brought it in, and dried it, and put it up.
Yep.
We use those chives for everything. Those dried chives.
especially when your eggs.
Oh my
they're
gosh,
so good
there's
in your
nothing
eggs.
better than some chives and feta cheese and your farm fresh eggs.
Tell me, girl.
Ooh, every morning.
Talk to me.
Good stuff.
But
And then the chickens are producing eggs like crazy. We just can't eat what, and we've got 4, 5, 6 dozen of them sitting over right now.
I know I should have had you take some of that. Kind of meet you since you're up on this thing, Dad.
We're trying to give them away mostly, give them away to friends and family, but we just can't go through that many eggs. But they're laying 9 to 12 every single day. They're doing it. Plus we have 6 new baby chicks, and here in the next couple of weeks we'll have to go do is it a rooster or a hen video again.
Exactly.
Everybody cross your fingers for hens.
But those guys are growing up quick. I know we haven't showed a lot of video of them just because we just, time.
Yeah.
But they're going great.
They're doing really good, and the Turkin's been a good mama.
She's been a great mama.
Yeah, she's taken really good care and wants to be in there. Okay, bye RG Homestead.
Hey, thanks for coming over, buddy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you popping in. Thank you for that. So that's so we'll have 6 new chicks, and we'll see if we've got some hens in that.
Yeah.
New batch, and other than that, the chickens are laying eggs like crazy.
Yep.
And that's good. Little baby goats are getting so big. I just put up a video on Facebook today, if you haven't seen it, of them playing King of the Mountain.
Oh, they love that. They love it. So like every day around 9 o'clock, we'll go outside. So this is one thing that's been really good about Marcy being at home.
And Megan.
So we can kind of tag team it. So we put all the baby goats together, put all the moms out, so they can just play
wander
together.
around and just be. Moms can wander around and just eat whatever they want to do and just take a break, and the babies all play in our big play area we have for the Macy's area.
Yeah.
So they'll run around and play for a couple of hours. Then when we walk out the back door, the fuss they put out is deafening. They're all making a fuss because they were ready to see their mom.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah, that was so much fun. They were so cute. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, but they're probably going to go, other than one, which is Nutmeg. The rest of them will be going to their future homes here probably in a couple weeks.
Yeah. It will be bittersweet for sure.
It will be.
So we know we can't keep that many goats on the property, and once they're not babies, it's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah.
And what's really awesome is that where they're going, they're all going to good places, and I think they're going to be, good.
Yeah.
And those people that they're going to are both on Facebook, so we can stalk them.
You can stalk them a little bit. That's good. Yeah, one person's taking 5 of them.
Yes.
Taking 5, so.
And she's building a really neat, sounds like a really neat space for them to be in. Yeah. So I'm excited for all of that. And then Morgan gets to go off and be a herd sire somewhere.
Yeah, so he'll get to
Throw
be with some ladies.
Babies.
Yeah, and I think he will throw some babies. He's a gorgeous goat himself.
Gorgeous,
and his mom and dad are both gorgeous goats. So good lineage, good milking lines, and of course we're excited about milking.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay. It seems like a lot of work.
Well, we'll see, but definitely, it's just going to be interesting. But I have ordered a little automated milk machine, little thing. So not a super expensive one, but not like a super cheap one either. So hopefully that'll work. And
just a few times we've had to do some milking just to kind of ease udder size and whatnot. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I got big hands and I got small teats.
Yeah. Oh, even me getting in there and trying to do it, it's not the easiest thing.
Yeah,
it's very repetitive.
You definitely build up some hand.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to start working on those little hand grips.
Yeah, those little grip things and just
back in the 70s.
Probably do.
Yeah, because it's a weird motion. It's kind of
normal.
It's on your thumb. If you that's kind of a squeeze and then kind of a push down.
Yeah. So
it's not normal. It's not like just a yank down.
Yeah, nothing like that. It's not like what you'd think.
Yeah. That was so just something to do. That looks so stupid. But
goofball.
But anyway,
so that would be what. So once all the babies are gone, there's that. That's going to be extremely time consuming, and that's twice a day once the babies are not.
At least for two of them. One of them we're going to do a milk share on, so we're going to separate the baby out with Mama at night, and in the morning I'll milk her, and then at night she can have them until nighttime, and then we'll separate the babies.
Yeah.
But the other two will have to milk all the time, and
twice a day.
And they will not, and the mamas will not let another goat get milk off of her.
Right.
They
know.
know.
A mama goat won't milk another kid.
Yeah, they know, and
they barely tolerate their own kids.
Yeah, and it's so strange. I know that we talked about this on our other videos about how the moms have different personalities, but man, even their, how they mother and how needy they are, and it's still just amazing. So I think we need to do a video on that.
We do.
Yeah.
That's a good video.
Yeah. Before the babies leave.
Before the babies leave. Yeah. Yeah, they're quite different, and those triplets, Spicy's kids, whew, they're awfully cute, but awful.
They're not bad kids, and they get along with people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they're just
ornery.
They're just ornery, but like Maisie's kids are just obnoxious when it comes to like getting in with the rest of the herd. Because one boy still is fully intact, and he didn't have any procedures done on him, so he's just a ruddy little
Booger.
boy, yeah. And he tries to stand up to the other goats, and which gets them all stirred up and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry to hear about that, OMG.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Totally understand your pain, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get it.
We totally understand your pain. Sorry about it. Thank you for popping in. At least we appreciate it.
So OMG, your goat should be coming here pretty soon, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they should be getting there. So I think this month.
Oh wow, that's very exciting. Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing some of those videos.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there's just nothing like those little baby goats have been so much fun.
Oh, they really have.
We were talking about that yesterday. I'm like, they've been every bit as cute and fun and playful as I thought they would be and more. So it has been a fantastic experience, even though it has definitely caused me some more anxiety and a few sleepless nights. But it's been worth it. They're really great. Love them.
And we found a great vet that's close, that knows goats and does a great job at a reasonable price, and
very, very reasonable.
Has really helped us out greatly on that.
Come out to the property a few times. We've taken them on up to his place a couple times.
And they took care of all the castrations and the disc budding and like all that kind of stuff. So
for a steal.
Yeah, really.
I can't believe how much it was so cheap.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, they're wonderful. So we bribe them. We take them eggs every time we go. We take them to the vet so that
Oh heck yeah!
So we'll be his favorite clients.
Yes. And whatever vegetables we have extras of, we're gonna take to them.
Some onions. The last time we were out there, some more green onions. It's good to stay in good with your country vet.
Oh heck yeah! Super nice guy, down to earth.
Yeah, real practical.
Like the last time we were there, it looked like he'd been working with some cows. Could see a cow poop all over him. It's just not your normal vet visit that you're used to going to, like a vet for dogs
just
or cats.
For dogs and cats. Yeah. So your city vet as opposed to your country vet.
Definitely different. Very, very, very different for sure.
We're grateful for them being just down the street, and it's just such a relief and such a load off one's mind. Yeah, because he'll let you just we can text him and he'll give you some advice. And
oh yeah, it's been great. I mean, we had one little boy. All right, Sarah, thanks for coming on. We had one little boy that just struggled a little bit after all he had both the disc budding and the castration, so he was kind of
got a little more done than the others.
Yeah, got a little bit more done. So he took a little harder, but you know, we kind of kept in communication with the vet. He goes, "Why don't you just bring him up? We'll take a little look." And especially during this COVID situation, we just kind of drove up to the side of the place. They took him out. We didn't even have to even get out through the window. They took him. They examined him. They gave him some
antibiotics.
Yep, gave him antibiotics and put him back in. And next day he was back to normal.
It's back to normal. Yeah.
So great.
They're wonderful. So right now we're just trying to figure out what the balance is between taking care of the animals and making sure that they're good, but also making sure we're ready for planting season. We've really struggled with that. The amount of work that the new goats have created and needed has definitely hindered our getting ready for planting.
Yeah, and again, you know, we were probably late trying to get some of the bed stuff. We could have done that earlier. We didn't. So we're kind of rushing it there at the end. But maybe next year we may not have that if we don't expand the garden even further.
Right.
Which, who knows at this point. We'll see.
Hate to get fixed, both of them. Yep. Good.
Ah, there you go.
Good. Got to control that pet population. Good responsible pet ownership.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah. All of ours are spayed and or neutered.
Yep, other than our 2 boy goats.
Yep, they're it. They're the only intact but around here, and of course the female goats too are all intact.
Yeah, sure.
6 months old. Oh, that's great. That's right. I forgot you had new little kitties. So cute. There's nothing like baby animals, right?
Yeah,
baby chicks and puppies and kitties and baby goats. Oh.
Well, I think you have to have them cute at the beginning to sucker you into getting them, because you know they're not going to stay that way forever.
Then you got to learn. You got to become completely attached while they're small and cute.
Oh yeah, totally.
But yeah, so we got a lot of work ahead of us trying to get those gardens planted and ready to go.
Yeah, so I think we have a big weekend ahead of us planting and getting that kind of stuff all figured out, and because it's that time, we just got to get it done.
Yeah, it's just push, and of course with us working all day during the day, there's no time.
And the worst thing about what's been going on, at least for us. I mean, I know there's a lot of things going on that's bad about the coronavirus and that kind of stuff. But it's the Home Depot, those kind of places that are closing down at 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So for us to even get anywhere from Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, whatever it may be, it's at least 30 minutes, no matter which way we go. And so depending on when you can leave work and get there and then actually get out before it closes, it's
been really hard.
It's just really hard. So
totally get it. I mean, totally get it.
I totally understand.
Just really tricky. So fortunately, we both have jobs that allow a little bit of flexibility.
Yeah.
So we're able to get it done. But gosh, I don't know how. Yeah. I can't imagine where we'd be right now if I wasn't working from home. If I was still commuting,
it'd be tough.
Things would be a whole lot harder. But
so I guess that's kind of been a blessing for us during all of this. She's been home and actually Megan's been home. It's been a huge help for us.
Yeah. Oh, she's been. So sometimes we think, what exactly would this have looked like if we were in this? Because the three of us it's taken all three of us to make things manageable, but yeah, it makes it very hard to get supplies.
Yeah, it really does.
So try to do the curbside pickup thing where you place the order and then they just bring it out to you. We have been doing that. It helps a little bit.
It does.
You're doing all your shopping online at home before you go, so it makes it a little more efficient.
Unfortunately, if you go to Lowe's and let them pick the wood, it's not always the best wood.
True.
So I'm a little more pickier when I pick up the wood, and I'll pass up a lot of wood to get the right board.
Straight.
They don't.
No, it's just whatever's on top.
So we've had to kind of deal with that, but it worked. I mean.
And also, they haven't done this for very long, so they're still trying to figure it out. So sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to get your order out right the first time, and we've really struggled with that one too.
Yeah, and with the super soil stuff, we've had to actually order from 4 different places.
Yeah, just to get everything.
From different Home Depots across our area. So one's been in Norman, one's been in Moore, one's been in Middle City. Those are all cities around us. So.
Plus, not just Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware. I mean, we've had to go.
And
we've had to spread it around to get everything.
Bought some stuff through Amazon. So.
Yeah. It's hard to get things. It's just supply chains aren't moving quite like they have been.
And Amazon slowed down, so it takes a little longer for that.
Which I totally get.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
But fortunately, we're creative people, and we're not quitters.
Yes, that's right. Stand firm, so.
We're going to keep on moving. But yeah, we got everything we need now, I think, to finish the last of the beds, adding in the super soil.
Yeah, but I think we've got some good videos coming out. We're gonna do another super soul video.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're gonna do a video about goats, about the different mothers' personalities and kind of how they mother their babies. Maybe one about why we disbudded and castrated our goats versus banding versus letting them be horned.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit.
And then we have one on Q&A over those metal self-wicking tubs. We have a little Q&A. Some of the questions we've been getting, kind of the top 3 or 4 questions and answers and those kind of things. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really, really awesome that you were able to see your. Oh, there's just nothing like it. Yeah. Hey, Oak Knob Farm.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, Victory Garden video.
Woo-hoo!
Yay! It took us a while to get that sucker going. Jeremy hit me his clip. It was
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Back when I finally got ready to put it together, I had to reach back out to him and go, send that again. I can't find that. I don't know where you sent that to, but I can't find it now. So you had to send it to me again. But yeah, we love making that with Jeremy.
Yeah, he just does a great job of just speaking.
He does, and he doesn't think so. He's so hard on himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he did a great job.
Yes, he was hyper critical of that.
Oh, no, he did great.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't realize that, but he spent a lot of time on it. He literally spent all day long.
Really? Oh my gosh, Jeremy, you did such a good job.
Because he's a perfectionist in the things that he does. He wants the lighting to be right and the shots to look right. He did. Of course he did. He did a fantastic job. He was saying later, he goes, I think I need to be the person behind the camera. I can't be the person in front of the camera. I'm like, you can be both people, Jeremy. You're really good.
Yeah, he does a great job.
He's wonderful.
And that I mean, it is a tough thing because you kind of, I mean, even with us building these beds, any little, I wouldn't say mistake, but yeah, and it just bugs the tar out of me. But in the big scheme,
it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's just hard to get over that. Like, oh, I see that every single day.
We had just done this a little differently 5 steps earlier than this one. But yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sometimes it just has to be Gitmo, good enough to move on.
I know, right? We're really got to be in that mode right now too. We got to move on.
Yeah, I mean that really has to be your philosophy. Just good enough to move on.
It does. It's true. It's true. Yeah.
But.
So yeah, we got that. We've got a whole checklist in the back that we've been kind of working our way through. And we've gotten quite a few things checked off. But the next big project, I think, once we get the plants into the dirt, is getting the watering system ready for the raised beds. We've got a plan.
Yep, got a plan. We've been talking with my farmer friend Andy. That's what they do. They farm and they have huge, gardens and raised beds and high tunnels and all kind of stuff. And we've been talking through, drip irrigation systems and how to run, what kind of piping we need and kind of how to do that. So, because we're gonna have to kind of go on the ground and up and over through the beds and.
Right. His are all in the ground.
Yeah.
So there's a little slight variation because he just runs his from the water and then just straight out onto the ground. We'll need to run it on the ground, up the side of the bed, and then through it.
And then the drip tape, but have it tee off to hit all
the different spots. So that's like a total high priority goal because we don't want to spend the time standing out there hand watering, which we did last year, and it was not awesome.
Yeah, I mean by the time
manageable, but it took a lot of time.
Yeah, and now since we're adding more, and it's just going to take longer. But I think getting it to where if we can just go turn it on for 30-45 minutes, hit the watering self-wicking beds, make sure they're good.
Which really works, and we just go turn those on and then go do all of our animal chores. By the time we come back around,
it should be good to go.
Almost done. Yeah. Be almost ready to go. So I think that's going to be great, and really looking forward to that. So that's, I think, very, very close to the top of our priority list for what's next.
Yes.
Is getting that all set up. Because for a while it'll be fine, but once we get into the middle of June or so, it's going to be hot, and that water's going to have to be done every single day.
If not twice a day.
If not twice a day. Yep.
Yeah. And it's going to be better for the plants to water them from the ground level instead of spraying it on top, because no matter how much you try not to spray the leaves and those kind of things, you just can't do it.
For sure.
And especially as they grow, they get bigger, and it's just hard to maneuver.
Hey, Hey, Pops.
Hey, playing some blackberries and cantaloupes.
Whew. Well, tell us when those are ready.
Yeah, we may have to come get some of those.
Blackberries. That sounds great.
Yeah, my mom was saying they had some ox heart, if they had any extra. So he let us know if you have any extra ox heart.
It might be worth a trip down that way.
We may have to come get them from you.
Hey there, Hank.
Rockin' Senior. There you go.
Rockin' Senior.
Yeah.
The seniors were in the house.
Yeah, Dave. So they live on the Diamond Sea Ranch.
Yeah.
So we're the Rockin' Sea Homestead. They're the Diamond Sea Ranch. So.
Yep. Drip irrigation and fountain.
Oh, like a water fountain kind of deal, like a bird bath kind of fountain. So is that what you're talking about?
Let's see. And she says that her pop is building a raised garden bed for her mom. Hold up on the planning. Yep, he only has a few hours a day to work on it. Totally understand that. We're out there like cranking those beds out once a day, just trying to do it in the daylight we have left when we're done working, you know. So we're chasing daylight constantly.
How about you, Hank? How's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in, bud.
Yeah, it's good to see ya.
Yeah.
So what else have we got on our checklist? Oh, goodies. So much.
Oh my gosh, so much.
So much.
We're gonna get like we want to build some kind of a washing station.
Yep.
So we can when we're producing, or once we're done producing, we can pick them and
clean them up
and that kind of stuff outside, just so it doesn't take up so much room inside and kind of dry them out there. And
yeah, that would be great. Then outdoor, you can just slop the water all over and it's all good. Yeah. And then another big kind of soon project is we've got to build a shade area in the buck area. Yeah, we've been using like just those kind of canvas canopy things, but those guys just destroy them.
Yeah, they're just big, and you just can't keep them, and the wind gets them, and if they get
the wind hasn't been as big a problem as the goats just absolutely pounding them. They're horrible that way. So we're gonna build something a little more solid.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. We gotta do that soon because we can't let them not. They have a little bit of shade, but not nearly as much as they need. When it gets super hot, then it's problematic because the way the sun comes over just doesn't give much shade at all. In the heat of the day, they won't have shade.
Yeah.
So we'll work on that. Your dad wants to know how many you need.
We'll let you know, not for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we can resurrect out of our.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah, we'll take, if you got some leftovers, we'll take what you got.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be wonderful if we could have some of those.
For sure.
Yep. What else?
Let's see.
That seems like enough.
It's a lot.
I would like to get the pavers out in the front and the back so that we've got some paving stones. We want to try to, give us a more solid, dry place to come in through. Blackberries last week. Yeah, I know. We were talking about blackberries and.
Yeah. I think my dad was saying get the Arkansas, some kind of Arkansas berry.
Without the
no seeds and no thorns.
No stickers, yeah. So that would be great. I think that would be fun to have. And I still would love to plant some orchard type trees.
Yeah.
So at some point, that's on the list at some point in time because I think we'd like to also get a greenhouse out here too. And we're trying to see what we can do about that over the summer so that it's ready
for the fall.
Yeah. Have some wild. Oh wow, you do. That's cool.
There you go. So that's
something. Right below the head. Yeah, I do that.
Hey, there you
totally
go.
Understand that.
Yeah, so we want to definitely get the greenhouse before the fall, and we're still trying to figure out which one we want or those kind of things. If we want to get like one of those kind of shed, they spring in the shed style greenhouses, or do we want to get kind of a plastic high tunnel kind of deal? I mean, one thing is we want it sturdy to last forever, so we'd rather probably not make it ourselves.
Also, time for us is an issue since we are working full time.
It's just hard.
It's hard, yeah. It just takes time from other projects and daily activities that have to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
So other than that, just I know we're going to do some cleanup just around the property and clean up the barn and get kind of some things just kind of buttoned up for the summer and.
Yep. So that we have some space to work in and get projects, more room for activities.
Oh, thank you, Hank.
Yeah. Thanks, Hank. And I think that video turned out pretty good. We've got a couple more videos we'll do on those self-watering tubs.
Yeah.
Got one coming up, I don't know, tomorrow, tonight, I don't know.
Yeah, probably tomorrow. We'll just launch it tomorrow.
Hey, your dad ran his irrigation pipe today.
Hey, there you go.
Wow, good for you. Good job.
Whoop, whoop.
Goals.
Yeah, that's
gardening goals.
Yeah, I mean the irrigation. That's the way to go. If you can get it to water itself or whatever.
All you have to do is turn that on and walk away. That's absolutely the goal.
Yeah, I mean we're not.
It's just so hot in the summer to be standing out there hand watering too, on top of everything else. It's just so hot.
Yeah, and for us, for me personally, August was just a brutal month. I was just worn out, slick come August.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. I mean, same, big guy, same.
It's just brutal.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
But it is what it is.
We do drip with inline fertilizer. Yeah.
Yeah. So the system we're going to do, we're going to be able to do that where we can infuse the water with fish emulsion or whatever kind of water soluble.
Yeah. That's it, right?
That so it should be pretty good.
Yeah. Backyard sprinklers. Ooh. Put in some backyard sprinklers?
Wow,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a big
good.
job right there. Yeah, that's what they do, fish emulsion.
Oh, there you go.
That's what our friend Farmer Andy does.
Yep.
Right? Fish emulsion? Yeah. So we're kind of...
I think they do a couple things.
Yeah. He mentioned that when we were out there last time. Yeah. So yeah, we might give that a try. Yeah. We need to pull 100% of pipe each. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So would you have to do that even if you drained it and blew it out, or just the freeze itself would crack the pipe?
The cold weather. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because the good thing here, even Farmer Andy, he was saying that they'll disconnect it, that kind of stuff, but they never bleed it, they never blow out the lines, and they haven't had a problem. But we don't get the freeze like you guys do, where you guys have almost like permafrost up there.
It's totally different for you guys than it is for us here. We're pretty mild. I think you got it spelled right, actually. Emulsion. That's how I'd spell it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny.
Good job, Hank.
I mean, it's a hard word.
I would not have spelled it correctly. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, get it totally clear. Okay, yeah, that's really the catch, is if you can get it totally clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Hank doesn't have to worry about it out there in Florida.
Oh no. So Dave, you just have to get in there and blow real hard on it, and just blow it all out, buddy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You're all good. It's public education.
There you go, buddy.
I mean, it could be an Oklahoma public education.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Just think, 2020 homeschool education.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of blowing. 250 feet of pipe already. Can you imagine?
No.
God. Never had Russian pass out before that got done, right?
You gotta start working on your cardio, buddy.
You just do your lung exercises.
Yeah.
Or whatever that is. That's funny. No, we're eager to give it a try, and hopefully it goes well, and that takes care of that. Another big project, but I think hopefully it won't be so. I mean, we had the whole family out on this weekend to help us get the beds put in, but golly, it was a lot of work.
Oh, so grateful for Sarah and her son and our kids. And
yes, the whole family came out and helped, and it was great.
Great.
We did a full day's worth of work, and we wouldn't have gotten a quarter of that done if it was just the two of us. So it was really, really, really great. What's going on?
Hey, Heaven Gates.
Hello there. Welcome. Yeah, our daughter is home doing her college classes from home, and I know that thankfully she doesn't require help, because there's zero chance we could help her. She's taking anatomy and
She's doing some heavy stuff.
She's taking some hard stuff. We did, but you know what we did do? We hired her a tutor.
Yep,
So
amen.
there you go. We got that. Got that going for us. So there you go.
Yeah. But Hank, you'll feel the pain here. I have to send off my tractor to the shop on Tuesday. So I was fixing to mow. Was it Wednesday? I mowed, or whatever day it was this week. I mowed. When I mow, I usually take off my front loader just because I can get into tighter corners and that kind of stuff. And I was taking it off, and I noticed that one of the when you flip up the bed, there's a little piece that comes down, and you can just set it on it, and it sets it upright so you can get it back on easier. And I noticed that one of the things was kind of floppy. That's the only way I can say it or think about it. And then I was kind of inspecting it, and I noticed that one of the bolts that kind of holds something on was totally just ripped off. I don't know how it happened, when it happened, and I haven't taken that thing off since probably last fall. So I had to call in and had to get it set up, and it still should be under warranty or like underneath the insurance, but I have to get it sent off and I have to fix it soon.
Yeah, where are you guys located? Heaven's Gates, Cherry Farm?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Okay, I should let you know.
They're up in Michigan.
Okay, so not nearby.
No, not nearby at all.
So not nearby, but boy, wouldn't that be awesome to have
I tell you,
cherries?
they have a setup. I mean, they have high tunnels underneath. They have high tunnels over some of their cherries and some of their plants, and they have a whole setup they're working on. So it's great.
Yeah, that's neat. Cherries, it would be great to have fresh of those, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. It would.
Yeah, and I would love to have a big, humongous strawberry patch. So we'll have to decide how we might want to add that in at some point.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to have strawberries.
I have an idea.
Ooh, thinking again?
Well, no. Just starting to bud. That's awesome.
That's really, really neat. Yeah. I think is it too warm here to do cherry trees? I think they like a colder climate, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Larry would know.
Yeah, Larry would know.
Yeah, Larry would know.
Larry.
It's definitely probably too hot in Oklahoma for cherries.
Yeah, I think so, for sure.
But
I'd love to get them though in the summer. I like to order them get them from the grocery store. Yeah, strawberries. I'm with you there. We grew a small little container of strawberries. We had a few of them out of there. They were so good.
So good, and it,
so good.
Yeah. So this year we're gonna plant them late. We've been off on some things. So, but I think what I'm gonna get is one of those big, like round, kind of like I don't know if they're kind of like our raised our metal tubs, but it's a big round one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And do that with them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So they're kind of contained, but they can kind of grow out.
They can spread out and it's kind of low. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. We should do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And then you can even paint it if you want.
I mean, me?
Or somebody.
Paint it?
Yeah, and do some strawberries or whatever, make it pretty.
Oh, kiddie pool. Yeah.
There you go, kiddie pool,
yeah. Same kind of a thing. That works, right? Huh. Yeah, I like that idea. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. We'll try to have a strawberry patch then.
Yeah, and we may have a surprise coming to the homestead here in about a month. So I'm going to keep it secret for now because it's not a solid deal, but there's something coming.
In the works.
Something in the works.
Something we've been wanting.
Something we've been wanting, and
it's not pigs, because that's really what he wants.
Well, it's even more pressing now for the pigs situation, depending on what happens to some of our food sources. So, just saying.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, we got our fingers crossed because this potential new thing for the homestead would be awesome.
Yeah, very awesome. So.
Yeah. So we're excited.
Yes, a little teaser. So we're kind of working out the details and gonna have to do a little bit of work and
then there will be videos.
Then there'll be a lot of videos.
Good
probably a lot of videos of me messing up.
No, I hope not. That would be bad.
Yeah.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, but definitely some. I think it's going to be some good content, but also going to be good for the homestead.
And just good in general. Really.
Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah. If we get them this year's yam will be a video. What?
I don't know.
I'm missing something there. I'm being silly. Well, I think we probably need to wrap up and go take care of our animals.
Oh, yeah, probably should.
So again, if you were just joining us here on the back end, on the front end of the video of the live stream, we mentioned the fact that we're going to take a short hiatus.
At least on Friday. Just on our live streams.
Just on our live streams. We're definitely going to still be putting out the content for sure. It's just we just can't sacrifice any daylight at this point because
that's really the big thing.
With our full-time jobs, we have to have that time after work to get anything done on the homestead. So.
And especially now with some of like we talked about, some of the stores closing early, and I don't see that changing until probably for a couple more months. Yeah. So
So So
it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
So,
but don't worry, you'll still see us. We'll have content coming out. We're
That's
going to
right.
try to increase our content a little bit because we've got plenty going on here at the homestead.
yeah. So what we're going to try for is a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday kind
Something like that.
of upload schedule, give or take.
Yep.
And kind of go from there.
Yep. But like I said, we'll be around, and every once in a while, if we've got something, if our new deal we're working on comes through, maybe we'll have a live stream from around that. And
Yeah, you never know. Maybe pop in on a Saturday morning.
you never know.
You know, who knows?
But thank you all that have been watching us over the
Yes, thank you guys very
over
much.
the months. Gosh, we really appreciate that.
And it's so much fun doing these live streams for you guys, and
Yeah, so we'll
and
take a
having
break, and
interaction.
maybe we'll decide we miss it too much, and we gotta come back.
yeah, and we may even pick a different day. So as we kind of go through here, we'll post some stuff on our community page asking what's the best days
And
and
over on
times for
Facebook
everybody.
and Instagram, so check
Yeah.
us out there too, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, and now since we have better internet, I'm going to start working on OBS and maybe get up make it more of a show instead of just us talking behind this wall.
Yeah, with our messy counter over here.
Yeah, our messy counter and but
Never speak of it again.
but anyways, guys, you guys have a great night, and thank you guys, and we'll catch you on the next
You
video.
didn't hit that thumbs up on the way in. Make sure you
Yeah.
hit it on the way out. We'd appreciate you.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Have a great night. God bless you all.